Hey Aquarius, welcome back, and anyone that's new, welcome here. All is welcome. I'm going to be looking into your past, current, and future energies for the week of November 15th through the 21st. I hope this content brings some form of value into your life, and before I got on, I meditated on you lovely Aquariuses, okay? So I definitely received something about brown sugar. I'm not sure if you've used the ingredient recently in a recipe. Or there's definitely a song called Brown Sugar, but I forget who sings that. But brown sugar came through, and then I received something about red. So maybe now I'm getting a lady in red. So maybe you like to wear red dresses, or you like the color red. Red may look really good on you, whether you're a man or a woman. Red, okay? I also got something about aging like a fine wine, okay? So some of you are aging like a fine wine. Something like that came through. So that's what I got in the meditation. If it resonates, fantastic. If not, just dismiss it and let's get into the reading, all right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. Also, energies can be reversed. So I could be talking to a cross-watcher. I got hills and valleys too. I just got that. So some of you may live close to the hills and valleys. I don't know why I'm getting that. So some of you definitely, you live close to hills and valleys. There's something about hills and valleys. Maybe you feel like you've been trying to overcome some form of obstacles and it's like hills and valleys, like it's an up and down roller coaster type of thing. I'm not sure what that's about, but I got hills and valleys just now. So like you live close to the hills and valleys, you live where there's hills and valleys. That could be the case. I don't know. All right, so let's see what we have for Aquarius for the week of November 15th through the 21st. Please give me a clear message, Universal God and Spirit guides. What do we have for Aquarius for the week of November 15th to the 21st? Please give me a clear message. There it is. Ooh. There's definitely someone in your energy here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So starting off your reading, we have the Nine of Swords crossed with the Three of Wands, okay? Currently, it feels that maybe you're going through something or there's something that's on your mind a lot, okay? This is something where maybe you're just over it in a sense. Like if you see her hands, she's like putting her hands down like, I give up, I'm over it. Some of you are in that energy like, I give up, I'm over it. Some of you, it feels very much like you're definitely in your mind a lot. You could be having sleepless nights in some way, shape, or form here. I'm definitely receiving that where it's like I'm in my mind, you're overthinking something, or you're just having, some of you are having anxious thoughts is what I'm getting. So if that's the case, I always just suggest, because we all have free will, so it's all up to you. What I always suggest if you're constantly in your mind is really important to get to that brain and heart coherence. As Dr. Joe says, Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you don't know him, look him up. He's amazing. But the brain and heart coherence is super important. So you can do that through meditation. It's definitely a practice. So some of you may be dealing with some form of anxious thoughts. So meditations are really helpful and beneficial for you, for some, okay? But we all meditate differently. And obviously this is just a suggestion. So it's all up to you. But I do feel like you're having a problem here where it's just like I'm constantly in my mind or I can't stop thinking about something. It even doesn't have to be a connection. It could definitely very well be though. The challenging card is waiting. So some of you are having a hard time being patient about something. Okay, with the Three of Wands, it's almost like I have a feeling that some of you are dealing with patience, wanting to wait, looking into the future. Some of you, there is a problem maybe about staying present. So some of you are having a hard time being present in the moment. And I can understand that it can be difficult to just stay in the present moment. So some of you are having a hard time being patient with something or seeing something to come together or fruition here. Okay. In the distant past, we have the Two of Cups, my bad. The Two of Cups here does feel like there was a soulmate connection, two people coming together in love, possibly just a lot of mutual love that happened here. So we'll see. Now, in the recent past, there's the Eight of Cups. So it's almost as if you felt the need to walk away from something. And this is actually a part of letting go. So maybe in the recent past, you let go of all this love that you have for somebody. But maybe it's causing you to be in your head here because it is a lot of love, okay? Some of you are possibly trying to maybe not even look at this love because maybe it's been very difficult. You've been waiting for some form of outcome. That's what's coming through. So I do feel like that could have been the case here in the recent past. Okay, so we'll see. What's crowning you in your focus is the World card. So it feels that there's a cycle that's ending for you, or it could be a cycle that's beginning for you. So we'll see. All right, in the near future, you have the Strength card, baby. I love it. So I feel like you're now here in the near future in your strength, gaining that inner courage, possibly from going from this to this, which is beautiful. Being very strong, having that inner courage, having courage to overcome any obstacles in your life or overcome any type of pain that you may be going through at this time. Boy. Okay, in your subconscious and what you may not be aware of is the Ten of Cups. So there is some form of emotional fulfillment here. There is somebody that you feel emotionally connected to. At the same time, it could signify that maybe there's something about trying to get to that place of feeling emotionally fulfilled and whole, right? Some of you, I do feel like you feel a very strong connection with someone here. And I feel like at the same time, there's definitely an emotional fulfillment with this person, okay? This is also a life partner of some sort. So I don't know if you've been connected to someone that you are like, okay, this is a life partner, but somehow something isn't playing out is what I'm getting. So we'll have to clarify though. In your strength is the Ten of Pentacles. So you're definitely focused possibly on work. You are maybe a big person when it comes to the family life, okay, is what I'm feeling. I feel with the Ten of Pentacles, you're all about stability. That's your strength. It could even be with your finances. Building a legacy for some of you, that's really important to you, or just really about that family life coming together is what I'm getting, okay? So we'll see. In your hopes and fears here is the Page of Wands. I feel like this is an energy where you're hoping maybe for some form of good news. So some of you have been hoping for some form of good news. That could be why you're in your head about something where it's like, okay, I'm waiting on something, but I'm hoping for some form of good news, but it's causing you to have some form of anxious thoughts. That could be the case. So we'll see. Definitely feels like a hope here for good news. We'll see. For the positive outcome is the 10, or the, why am I saying 10? 4 of Wands. Interesting. 4 of Wands, this is actually pretty good. It could be a reconciliation card with somebody. It could be some form of friendship coming together, but it does also signify some form of marriage or engagements as well. So, wow. Okay, so we'll see. Let's do the Two of Cups for the distant past. Why the Two of Cups? Why the Two of Cups, please? In the distant past, why the Two of Cups? Well, this is up. That's interesting. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Wow, you're out here like crazy. The Star and the King of Swords. So we have the Star, King of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. There's some form of emotional or wish fulfillment here with the Star card, okay? A lot of you may have tapped into some form of your own spirituality with the Star. This is definitely the card of like spirituality. It's the card of wish fulfillment, lots of healing, a lot of hope. More so, it feels like you've tapped into your own spirituality. This could have been some form of spiritual connection as well here in the distant past. There's some form of wish fulfillment that you went towards. You began something here with the Page of Pentacles. Some of you may have started up, doing more studying about something that does make you feel good, that is a wish fulfillment of yours. I feel like you also made that really very decisive energy to do so. So some of you may have actually gone back to school here in the distant past to get to that wish fulfillment, or you began to like be more studious or study something to go towards that wish fulfillment of yours. And I feel like you made that clear-cut decision to do so in the distant past here. And I'm also getting that some of you, this could have been some form of wish fulfillment in the distant past as well, like a connection of some sort. That's for some of you, for sure. Let's go to the Eight of Cups in the recent past. Why the Eight of Cups? Let's see. Seven of Swords. You're popping out like crazy. Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. So I feel like with the Eight of Cups being out and clarifying that, I feel like this is also, walking away, letting go. But there is a little bit of possibly some form of deception. I don't know if that's you or someone you're connected to, but whoever snuck away or walked away from this is kind of looking back at this. It could also be a very self-deceptive energy too, to be 100% honest with you. So it's like you walking away from this love, and it may have been some form of connection that you felt really drawn to, or felt that there was mutual love. And so therefore you're walking your own spiritual path. It does feel like maybe on your own, because you feel like, okay, well, why should I look at this love if like maybe it didn't work out, okay? So I see that with the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, it's like there in the recent past, as soon as you walk away from this, there is some form of new beginning, something that you're going after that makes you happy. But I don't know if it's necessarily love related. I feel like it's some form of work that you're doing somehow. You're definitely doing something where it does make you happy. Maybe something on the lines of your own spiritual path here, okay? Some of you are working on, for some reason I'm getting your own health. So some of you are taking better care of your health. You're cooking more home cooked meals possibly. There's definitely that. So I feel like you're realizing that, and there's something that maybe you're doing it more of an exercise program or something of that nature here, and it's making you feel really good. That could be the case too. But I'm feeling like, on the other hand, there is a little bit of a deceptive energy here, and I'm not sure. It could be you, could be the person you're connected to, but there is this energy where maybe it's a self-deceptive energy where it's like, okay, I'm walking away from this because somehow maybe you're tired of waiting on it, or being patient is what I'm getting here, okay? All right, let's go to the World card for what's grounding you in your focus. Why the World card? Why the World card for what's grounding you in your focus? Four of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Page of Cups. Ooh, boy. There's something you're having a hard time letting go of. Yes. It feels like that, and I can definitely see that happening because of the Nine of Swords being in the middle of it all. So there's something you're having a hard time letting go of. You're letting it, maybe a cycle that's possibly ended in your life, like I said, and you're having a hard time releasing this, and that's what's causing the toxicity possibly in your life, because you're not releasing this. Maybe this wasn't the healthiest connection for you, is what I'm getting with the devil being out, okay? Some of you have a hard time releasing. It's almost like you have a hard time. You're holding on tightly to something that was toxic. That's a cycle that definitely ended, or it definitely needs to end with the devil being out, okay? You got the Page of Cups out, so it's almost like some of you are having, okay, so some of you are trying to block out some form of emotions for some reason. I'm not sure why. That could be why I'm getting that someone's being self-deceptive because of this 8 of Cups in the recent past. Okay, as you can see, this person's not facing all the love right here. They're walking away from it. So I don't know if it's something that you're trying to resist or you're trying to hold on to tightly to that needs to end. But there's definitely feelings here. Some of you are trying to block out these feelings for some reason. Okay, with the Page of Cups. It's almost like anytime some form of emotions come up, maybe it's like, I gotta block this out because it's overwhelming for you and you feel a lot of emotions for this because maybe it was a wish fulfillment in the distant past, okay? Let's go to the Strength card for the near future. Why the Strength card? Why the Strength card in the near future? 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Some of you are getting some form of communication, maybe from someone at a distance here in the near future with the 8 of Wands, okay? So there could be somebody at a distance in the near future. Maybe it's the same person. But I'm getting that there's a lot of moving forward or looking into the future, but at the same time, there's an indecisive energy with the 2 of Pentacles. For some reason, I'm getting this, and this could be resonating for 1 or 2 of you maybe, but there's something about having a hard time deciding if you should move in the near future or not. Okay, I don't know why that came through, but it definitely came through, so I'm going to say it. With the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles here. I'm getting that maybe you have a choice between, there's definitely a choice. There's some of you in the near future have a choice between 2 people, or there's a choice between like this direction or this direction. There's a lot of maybe an indecisive energy, okay? That's what I'm getting. Some of you are going to receive some form of communication in the near future from somebody at a distance. I'm getting that, but it does feel like fast communication for some reason. Let's go to the 10 of Cups in your subconscious and what you have to be aware of. See, the 3 of Wands is definitely the challenging card, so I don't know if this is somebody that you may have been like, okay, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to wait. And maybe you're losing patience. And then maybe as soon as you let go and you kind of move on, there could be some form of communication, fast communication, maybe from this person. Could be a Sag. Doesn't have to be a Sag, though. Let's do... That wanted to come out. All right. 2 more cards. 2 more cards, please, for the 10 of Cups. For the subconscious. 10 of Cups. Ooh, Judgment. Okay, Queen of Cups, Judgment, and the 5 of Pentacles. So, you have some very deep love for this person. Very, very deep. I'm going to be honest here. It's in the subconscious. Some of you are trying to block that out. Like I said, there's something about maybe there's a little bit of a self-deceptive energy trying to block this out because like some way you felt that I got to walk away from this because maybe it's causing you to feel unhealthy. Some of you, maybe that's why you're like, I got to work on my health now. I got to work on getting back to maybe yourself here because there's something that causes you to be up in your head a lot. But I'm telling you, in the subconscious, you have some deep love for this person. It does feel that some of you are awakening to this with the Judgment. some of you do know that you went through some form of awakening. So some of you, that could be why. And I'm gonna be honest, when we go through awakening, sometimes it doesn't look the best, and that could be why this is happening. But I feel like you're awakening to the fact that, wow, I do have deep love for this person, but at the same time, there's some form of loss coming through with the Five of Pentacles. So I'm definitely getting this energy where there's something that needs to possibly be healed in the subconscious. Like maybe you have a form of like maybe a fear of some form of abandonment, or something about a lack of something. Oh my gosh, I just got lack of self-worth. I'm like, Aquarius, you are worthy. If that's the case, because some way I got lack of self-worth. So something may be making you feel like there's a lack of self-worth here. But I'm here to say you are truly amazing, okay, Aquarius? If that's the case, because I'm getting that. But I definitely feel like in the subconscious, there's something that needs to be healed when it comes to like abandonment, or like even a fear of some form of abandonment, because I'm definitely getting that. It's almost like I'm definitely receiving a message that Spirit is calling me to say is like, maybe Aquarius, the deeper you love, the bigger the fear of abandonment happens for you. That just really came through strongly. So that could be resonating for some of you out there, okay? Let's go to the 10 of Pentacles for your Strength card. Why the 10 of Pentacles? Four of Swords, the Chariot, the Hierophant. Okay. I'm talking to a lot of Aquariuses that are very spiritual, and it does make sense because Aquarius is all about humanitarian. So if some of you are definitely a healer, guide, guru, teacher, something of that nature here with the Hierophant, okay? I'm definitely getting that. And here goes the red dress. So I don't know. I see red right here. I see red right here. Red. I don't know if you really like the color red, or you have a red dress, or maybe you like to wear a red dress, or something like that is coming through. I feel like you're definitely in your strength here, where you're having that drive and that power to heal. So some of you are doing something about, with the Four of Swords, it's like, I'm going to heal. I'm going to possibly there's something about taking a break. I don't know why. Some of you are needing to take a break. Maybe you're getting to that place of mental exhaustion. So that's really coming through. For some reason, I'm getting that. I feel like you do have a lot of willpower and drive. You're in this place of moving forward, but moving forward and healing as well. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of spirituality coming from my Aquariuses here. Some of you do like tradition, okay? A lot of you are in that traditional, like you like tradition. Some of you really like tradition with the Hierophant. But at the same time, it's almost like I see you as it's this energy. How do I want to explain this? I do feel like a lot of you are all about tradition, but it's also at the same time, you are very strong into your spirituality here. And I do feel like that's beautiful. There's more of like this energy of like, you know who you are, and that is definitely the case here. I feel like for some reason I'm getting this vibe where it's like you really need to take a break for some reason. I'm definitely getting hills and valleys too. So definitely some of you live close to the hills and valleys. There's hills and valleys showing up a lot. Okay, but you have a lot of willpower. I feel like your masculine and your feminine is in balance here. Okay. Let's do the Page of Wands. I do feel like a lot of you help others for some reason. Because I get the Hierophant also as like someone who's like a counselor. So some of you are good at helping people. You're a counselor of some sort, or you it could be some form of guide, teacher, or something like that. Okay. Let's go to the Page of Wands for your hopes and fears by the Page of Wands. 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 2 5s, conflict here. I mean, it's almost as if you have a perception or a fear that like there's no hope when it comes to this love. Maybe a specific person, or you just have a loss of hope when it comes to this love with the 5 of Cups being here. Some of you are afraid of loss when it comes to a connection. For some of you, you want this. This is just you hoping for some form of maybe reconciliation, because I see the Page of Wands as wanting good news or hoping for good news here, but I feel like at the same time, like the 4 of Wands is like someone who possibly wants some form of reconciliation, or so I'm getting some of you are about tradition for some reason. So I don't know if like you're hoping for a marriage. For some of you, you're hoping for marriage maybe one day or something like that. But there's this energy of like a fear of loss with the 5 of Cups. We got like 5 of Cups out, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. It's like, and some of you feel like you need to self-protect maybe because you fear some form of loss when it comes to love. When it comes to love, it may scare you a bit here because of maybe, like I said, that really did come through, where it's like the deeper you love, the bigger the fear of abandonment comes through for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Let's go to the 4 of Wands. Why the 4 of Wands for the possible outcome? Why the 4 of Wands? 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Ooh, the Lovers. Okay. So there's a deep connection right here for the possible outcome. The Lovers, the 6 of Wands. Some of you could be connected to a Sagittarius or a Gemini. Doesn't have to be both, but I definitely see that happening here. Some of you are trying to resist some form of connection, maybe. There's a lot of resistance. I don't know if it's this person or you. That could be the case here, where there's a resistance here. I do see some form of victory and success. I feel like there is a deep connection coming in for you. Some of you, it could be a twin flame. This is my twin flame card, but it doesn't have to be. It definitely feels like a deep, deep, deep connection here. Whether that's somebody from a distance, or you're getting some form of communication from this person here in the near future. I feel like there is some form of success when it comes to this connection. Like I said, there is possibly something deep, man. Like there's definitely something deep here. There is deep emotions. I don't know if it's just on your end. It could be on this person's end too. I don't know if they're speaking up about it in the near future or something. Maybe you've been waiting on something, but there's a deep feeling here. There's so much deep emotions, and maybe that's why it's causing you to be in your head. Some of you aren't sleeping very well, but that is coming through in the near. Some of you are hoping for some form of even traditional like marriage with maybe this person or just in general. But I do see there's a deep, deep connection coming in for you for the possible outcome. And it does look very successful too. It may make you feel really good. It may inspire you as well, which is beautiful. But there's a little bit of a resistance maybe on their end or your end here. Maybe because it's so strong. That's what I'm getting. It's so strong. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pull an oracle card. Interesting. Let's see what we have. Let's pull this oracle card for my lovely Aquariuses. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Do we have for Aquarius? Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Absolutely. So I hope this helped and I hope this resonated with you guys. I will see you guys next time. I love you so much. One love and namaste. Mwah.